So the book, Vatnik Soup, the ultimate guide to Russian disinformation, is basically all the material that I have been writing in these last almost 3 years on Russian disinformation operations put in one cover, put in these covers. So basically what I tell in the book is how Russia operates in the information space, online, especially social media, and then I introduce a large group of people who are involved in this, and often they are also connected in these very complex networks. So when we talk about Russia, there's often not that much new. They recycle old narratives quite often. So, for example, the neo-Nazis taking charge in Ukraine is a very classical one. But I mean, for the longest time, they have been claiming that the corruption problem in Ukraine is so severe that Ukraine is not worth supporting, because that money just goes to the pockets of the rich people, the politicians and so on, which is of course a lie. But they keep using it because it's working. We can see it working very effectively in the United States, where people are already saying that, okay, why are we sending money to corrupt Ukraine when we could use it in our own country? And this is a very common strategy. So basically claiming corruption where there is it's not an actual problem, and in those areas where it is a problem, it is being fought against. I think again we can state that Russia likes to recycle ideas, so they often talk about conspiracy theories. So for example, COVID-19 related conspiracy theories. They also often use oppression, so oppression of minorities, and of course Serbia aggressively recycles and kind of reuses these same narratives in this region. So it's basically lots of old same narratives that are just being maybe adjusted slightly to the context of the Balkans. I think in general identifying the narratives is not that difficult, but stopping them from spreading to the large audiences is the challenge. And this is because of the social media platforms, these big tech companies that usually prioritize engagement over safety. So they let these narratives spread because they are popular, and when something is popular, it keeps the people on these platforms. But I think in general for policymakers and politicians, I would like to say that education is the key. We have to focus on media literacy, on critical thinking, and we have to integrate it into the education system so that in the future we will have this kind of defense, this mental defense, cognitive resilience, that we can kind of counter the bullshit, if I may use this word, so it comes more naturally.